welcome to Lake, a news show about Bellevue. I'm Claude Ioso with the City Manager's Office. 2014 was a year of innovation. For our January show, we look back at some of the projects that helped make Bellevue a city where you want to be. Early last year, we introduced viewers to a new mobile app. My Bellevue, available at your nearest app store, lets users request services and connect with the city on their smartphone. City news, events, and social media are now accessible through the app. Lori Leland, the city's Service First manager, helped roll it out.
When customers come to City Hall, our Service First crew is here to help. Now we've made it easier for people to report issues. The new mobile app is called My Bellevue, and we've created a short animated video to show you how it works. I hope you like it.
This is the city of Bellevue, Washington. This is Ben. Ben lives in Bellevue. This is Akemi. Akemi works in the city government. Like any city, Bellevue has a few potholes, streetlights that need replacing, signs that need to be repaired, and there have been some noise complaints on Lake Hills Boulevard. And, well, you get the picture. Luckily, Bellevue made a smart decision. They signed up with Public Stuff. And thanks to Public Stuff, someone like Ben can quickly get in touch with the right people in government to solve these problems. So all Ben has to do is log on to the My Bellevue mobile app and submit a new request. The My Bellevue mobile app will auto-locate your request, and you can attach a photo. Bellevue also imported all of their existing backend and important GPS data into their brand new city page. The best part is that Ben can receive status updates and support other requests. The city of Bellevue can post updates about fixes, respond to questions, and provide feedback. Everything stays nice and transparent. Well, the data, not you, Ben. Thanks to Public Stuff, Ben is working with his neighbors and the city of Bellevue to build a better community. Great job, Ben. It's never been easier for the government and Ben to work together. Download the My Bellevue mobile app today from your smartphone or tablet's app store.
Since My Bellevue was introduced, more than 2,800 people have downloaded the app. In April, the city opened the Bellevue Zip Tour. Zipping through the treetops of Eastgate Park, the new attraction has proved wildly successful. Our next segment shows why.
You're coming to the place, you don't know what kind of experience you want to get. And probably fear, excitement, you don't know. But at the end, the experience you get is totally different. It's joy, it's just always good and always new.
The Bellevue Zip Tour offers a very unique experience for people in our area. There's only a couple other zip lines or zip tours in the Western Washington area for people to experience, and we're the closest one in the Seattle area.
The guy, his name is Scott, and he was awesome. He was professional, he was great trainer. I feel safe. When he was around, I feel totally safe. And because he goes first each time, I said, okay, he's going, I can go too.
There are a bunch of reasons that this course is one of my favorites, but probably the most substantial reason is because of the unique environment this is in. We're in a broadleaf maple forest. We're in the tops of Doug firs. We can see the Cascades. We have a great opportunity to see a lot of bird life and other wildlife. And it's right here in the middle of the city, and most people don't realize we have that kind of wildness in the city of Bellevue.
Feel the sway of the tree. This one doesn't move much because it's huge, right? This is a really big, healthy 60 or 70-year-old Doug fir.
Wow. Dave, look at that.
The course is going to open for the grand opening on April 5th and 6th, and we're really excited to welcome a full slate of tours that day to come explore the course, to experience it for the first time open to the public.
What surprised me about the experience is I'm afraid of heights. And I got up there and realized with the harness and the carabiners and the platforms, the stability of the platforms was perfect. I mean, I had no fear of being 80 feet off the ground.
Well, I think anybody who has a small taste for adventure, up to a large taste for adventure, would is going to find this a really great experience and one that has a possibility to enrich their lives. Whether you come as an individual and you meet 8 other people who you don't know and you may find some things in common with, or you come with your family and have a unique shared family experience. It's a powerful way to spend a couple of hours. We make this a comfortable, safe experience for folks through the idea that challenge helps us grow and that each of us has got to make choices about the challenges we accept in our life.
I can tell you this is a really unique experience. I really recommend everybody because there is a 7 line here. When you start from the first line and you go all through to the 7 line, you're a different person. I feel different when I get down. I feel less stress, I feel less pressure, I feel happy, I will start laughing for no reason, so that's all good.
I think for each of us that we need to have some wild, some adventure, and some play in our lives to stay fresh and renewed and tackle those challenges that come to us every day. And for me, this is one place I can do that, and I can share it with others.
The Bellevue Zip Tour is located in Eastgate Park in South Bellevue. It's a great location because of easy access off of both 405 and I-90 freeways. If anybody's interested in learning more about Bellevue Zip Tour, they should visit the website at www.bellevueziptour.com, or they can call South Bellevue Community Center at 425-452-4240.
In June, a new visitor center opened at the Bellevue Botanical Garden. BTV was there for the occasion.
Today we celebrated the grand opening of the new facilities at the Bellevue Botanical Garden. We have a new visitor center, we have a new education center, and a new Trillium store for your shopping pleasure. The facilities are wonderful because we actually can enjoy the garden and have a place to get out of the weather as we enjoy it.
The building exists to help people look at nature and appreciate nature. In the design of the building, one of the most important things that we were trying to do is make you feel a complete connection with nature while you're in the building. And so that indoor-outdoor flow is very important. I imagine this building basically serving the Bellevue and the whole Northwest for 100, 200 years into the future. To be able to be inside the building and get these framed views of the outside. And it's almost like creating art pieces of nature. Really, this is a museum and nature is the art. I hope that all kinds of different people with different perspectives and different orientations and different relationships with nature and the community come together through these gardens. I think the gardens will inspire all of us from different perspectives to love nature. The gardens really belong to everybody.
Also kicking off in June was Bellwether 2014, the city's biennial sculpture exhibition. We previewed the 4-month-long show by hanging out with one of the artists as he worked. Here's what we found.
Bellwether 2014 Connect is a sculpture exhibition and an installation exhibition where we put artwork at Bellevue City Hall, in the downtown park, and on the street, in places in between City Hall and the park. So one of the artists we're featuring this year is Miguel Edwards. Miguel's work has a lot of energy. It's on a large scale that we like, and we just see that it's unique. We really like the way that he's working with new materials, combining glass and metal, and we're looking forward to seeing what he does for this year.
Every single one is such an adventure. I don't know what the piece is going to look like until I've built it. It's a very intuitive process. It's really exciting to watch it unfold. I want to pursue public art because it's just another another challenge to explore. It's a different set of constraints, but having the structure of working with city planners and things brings other challenges. But at the end of the day, I might have come up with something because of these constraints that I might not have otherwise. Wanted to make something that was visually a little more accessible, but I wanted them to experience it on a personal level. I ran into an old friend, Ryan Blythe. On a whim, I called him while I was working on the Bellwether piece and said, "Hey Ryan, let's do some glass on this piece." One of the things that's fun about working with glass and working with Ryan is, by its very nature, there's a collaborative element. Ryan's been doing this for 20 years or something, and he can't do it by himself. I certainly can't do it by myself. And so there's this camaraderie and teamwork, as well as the intensity of the heat and the timing. It's a fun learning curve, and it's a fun collaboration. The process goes, once I've made the mold, then it sits there and we oil it with a mixture of graphite and motor oil. And then Ryan ladles out of the furnace, and then there's that first snip where you got to clean off all of the drips. That first little bit is really intense of the actual pour, but it's over so quickly, and then you get to sort of torch it down and cool it slowly. It's fun watching the optics change and the oil burn off, and the glass does a neat thing where there's almost always bubbles that tend to slowly rise, and you kind of torch them down and they raise the surface and pop. The welding and the grinding that I do is, also very, very hot, but it's all in this one little spot, so to just have the glory holes in the furnace and the torches and everything is a lot of volume of heat, which is pretty intense. So much of my process for these pieces is very intuitive, and so I need to sort of be in touch with this, you can call it flow. And sometimes it's there and it's easy, and I tap right in, and other times I gotta kind of wade through it and poke around till I can find it. I don't know that I accomplish this, but I certainly strive to accomplish it, is to arrest people for a second and just pause and maybe even ask a question, and it could be any question. I feel pretty lucky to A, have this be my job, and B, have these people in my life that support me in doing this, and it's pretty awesome.
Miguel is just one of the artists that we have in the show this year. We have 29 artists showing 32 artworks. You can come to our opening celebration on Friday, June 27th, right here at City Hall at 6 p.m. And you'll be able to see all of the work all summer long until October 12th.
In September, we shared the story of Tech Hive, a first-time event that brought together entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, and others. It created quite a buzz.
The Tech Hive event is our inaugural event venturing into the startup world for the City of Bellevue. This was generated by the City Council adopting an economic development strategy in July. And one of their first tenets of that strategy was to explore the area of startups and entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, and try to create an atmosphere welcoming people to Bellevue, and to do that through a number of ways. One of them is through having events like Tech Hive.
Tech Hive is an event designed to help entrepreneurs go from idea to investment and beyond. So what we do is we help our entrepreneurs more quickly figure out what are the right products that people are willing to pay for. We help them build their teams, and lastly, we help them raise money.
I hope what everybody could see tonight is just, what amazing entrepreneurs there are in China today, like Alaska Life Technologies. the two numbers that really stuck out in my mind, when I heard their story for the first time, was that they could grow an acre to an acre and a half's worth of produce in a 40-foot shipping container. And second, they could do that with 90% less water and 90% less fertilizer. And they could put that close to the point of consumption. So not your typical mobile app startup, truly with the potential to change the world. So when we had the chance, when the city of Bellevue asked us, can we bring some really promising entrepreneurs here to Bellevue, it was really, in some ways, very easy to decide that Alaska Life Technologies were the people that we really, really wanted to bring here.
We are very interested in expanding to Bellevue. We think that Bellevue has a great pool of talent that we need to draw from. Bellevue is also positioned quite well within Washington, but also regionally as kind of a hub for transportation and a connection to Asia in particular.
Bellevue has become a natural gateway to the Pacific because our community has grown in the recent years into a very, very global community. We've always been very fortunate to have a great community that welcomes people from all over the world.
I didn't even know Bellevue was interested in startups. So, something like that I think is really good, to get the name out and tell them like, yeah, we're open for business. We want other innovative companies to come here, add to the community. I think it's a great start. So, best of luck and keep on doing it.
The bottom line is money. It's about getting taxes. It's about being able to provide public services of a high quality, to provide public safety and parks and streets and infrastructure. And to do that, you have to create revenues. These startups generate jobs, jobs generate revenues, and that's our business.
So I look at this as a first lesson to be learned. We can learn a lot more, and it's just the beginning of the next step.
Residents and visitors helped dedicate a new bridge on Coal Creek Parkway in November. Located between Forest Drive Southeast and Southeast 60th Street, the bridge replaces an aging culvert, improving safety and the environment. About 28,000 motorists use the road daily. The project includes the addition of a larger culvert, along with landscaping to help restore the stream and improve salmon passage. For pedestrians, a new walkway beneath the bridge allows them to avoid the busy roadway and stay safe on the popular Coal Creek Trail. During the ceremony, city officials expressed appreciation to the public for their patience.
It's a transportation project, it's an environmental project, and it's a quality of life project. And these are all things that are so important to the citizens of Bellevue. And I want to thank everybody who had a part in the success of this project. Thank you so much.
All good things come to an end. In December, the Bellevue High School football team played for its 7th consecutive state 3A championship, but it was not to be. Eastside Catholic beat Bellevue 35-13. However, as columnist Sean Scott stated in the Bellevue Reporter newspaper, despite the loss, the Wolverines handled the setback with class and humility. That's right, even in defeat, Bellevue High School players and coaches were winners. Congratulations to Eastside Catholic and to Bellevue High School for a great run. And now, take a look at some upcoming events in the new year. From January 5th through the 11th, take free fitness classes at South Bellevue Community Center. The Community Center invites you to celebrate its 9th anniversary by attending a large variety of free classes, including indoor cycling, Zumba, boot camp, yoga, and more. The free classes are offered for ages 13 and up. For more information, call 425-452-4240. Enjoy a park ranger-led hike on January 3rd, 17th, and 25th at various Bellevue parks. Walkers are encouraged to dress for the weather, bring water, and wear steady shoes. The event is free. For more information, call 425-452-4195. On Monday, January 19th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., celebrate the legacy of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at the MLK celebration hosted by the City of Bellevue and Crossroads Bellevue Shopping Center at the Crossroads Bellevue main stage. For more information, call 425-452-7886. And January 25th, learn about coal mining at Cougar Mountain. The event runs 2 to 4 p.m. at the Lewis Creek Visitor Center. It's hosted by the Eastside Heritage Center and explores Bellevue's coal mining history. The event is free and no pre-registration is required. For more information, call 425-452-4195. That's our recap show. We hope 2014 was a jewel of a year for you and that 2015 shines even brighter. For more information about featured segments, visit us online at bellevuewa.gov. I'm Claude Ioso. Thanks for watching this edition of Lake to Lake.